Hello, hello. Welcome, beloveds. Just checking our connection and welcome, luminaries. Welcome to our grand finale, our bonus grand finale that is the last piece, the final piece coming in, click, for our 2-day masterclass, Activate Your Divine Feminine Power, their masterclass global activation. That was Friday and Saturday, day 1 and day 2. And this is the grand finale. That is what there was some things, day 2 became such a flow, like I shared in the live that I just came on to say hi to everyone, is that there were things that weren't shared and that I couldn't get to because of the flow that kind of took over, because we had to go deep to go high and activate the new solar feminine, new golden paradigm for the new golden age on day 2, Saturday. And if you haven't watched it, you definitely need to watch both day 1 and day 2. And I want to welcome you. Where are you calling in from? Where are you? Please post in the comments. We're going to be connecting, and I'm just going to check. Yeah, and there we are. I'm just checking on my mobile, and please post in the comments. I'm going to put a like and say hi. And also this is a Q&A. So if you have any questions from our masterclass or about embodying or activating these new solar feminine codes, or your power or your sacred essence and your magnetic or your radiance or your influence, if you have a question, please post in the chat. We have a comment. Hello, Akasha Love, sister. Hello, Nisha. Hello, Rose, calling in from Michigan, Toronto, UK. So amazing, so beautiful. Thank you for posting where you're coming in from. Sisters, definitely post in the chat, where are you coming in from? And if you have any questions, and I'll be checking that. And before we get started, I'm so honored to be here with you today, and so grateful. I know you are busy spiritual entrepreneurs and visionaries and creators of the new age, and your time is precious, and our time together is so sacred. And so I want to just have us tune in with a breath and invite you to just place your hands on your heart, because as they're placed on the heart, your autonomic nervous system immediately knows you're safe. And within 1 to 2 seconds, it just slows down and calms, and your nervous system is sourced. Just relaxing the shoulders. The longer the exhale, the more you embody and you deepen and you relax. And so I invite us to take a really slow inhale through the nose, and then a really long, luxurious, luscious exhale through the mouth, and make a sound with the divine feminine energy. So with an inhale and the exhale. And just ground. Before we get into the juiciness of our grand finale today, is just to, and I'll be pouring into you, and we'll be pouring into each other as you bring your energy and your radiance and your frequency here with us, is that starting with the body. Your body is your feminine codes. The body is your wisdom. And so, beloveds, as we went through our 2-day masterclass together, it's the embodiment. It's your slowing down, and your vessel and your frequency is what brings in everything. This is what creates your magnetism. This is what creates your radiance. Your influence is how you are in your body and your feelings and your sensuality. And pleasure increases your ability to manifest by 40%. When you're in your body and you're dancing, or you're in the tub, or you're singing, or you're riding horseback, or you're swimming, or you're in yoga, whatever lights you up, whatever you love, and your body is just like, just think of what do you do that your body's like, that is when you're in the feminine frequency flow. That is when your body and the new frequency paradigm are in alignment. And so as we open that and into that and step into that today, I want to introduce myself. If you don't know me, I'm Jennifer Ashira, and I'm the founder of the global community Light Priestess Temple and brand. And I'm the Light Code Activator, and I'm a channel and coach. And I'm here to activate over 1,000 new divine feminine leaders and activate the new light codes of humanity. And so I have a big mission. And so that's why I'm here on a Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, because we have more codes to activate, and I wasn't able to finish. We had so much going on day 2, and I was in that flow. And so one of the practices and one of the embodiments of reclaiming our sacred power we're going to be doing today, the archetype of the queen leader. And it's not just reclaiming your power, it's becoming the queen leader. And so I just wanted to recap our masterclass activation. If you didn't see it or you were with us, if you didn't, you want to watch the replays. This is next level. We birthed an entire new golden new paradigm for Earth. So yeah, I think it's on your list of things that need to be done. It's only up for a limited amount of time, free. So I invite you to watch it before it gets taken down. It goes into being paying for it. So you might as well get it while it's free. And so I invite you. So day 1 was embody, and that's where we recoded and released anything that was holding us back. And we picked one thing, and we went into a deep, beautiful somatic release and recoding. And then we moved into what makes you radiant, what makes you magnetic, what makes you influential. And that is what lights you up. That creates your radiance. Do what lights you up. What lights you up right now? Please post in the chat. What lights you up? Number 2, what do you love? Falling in love, leaning into what you love. Self-love. When you're in self-love, that is the core of everything that you'll be doing. And then you're lined up, your heart sends out a circular frequency, and you line up to the universal energy field, and you are connected. When you shut down, or you're annoyed, or you're like thinking about what's going wrong, and you're in that line at the grocery store, and the person in front of you, credit card got declined, now they're going to pull up their checkbook, and you have to be somewhere in 4 minutes, and you're just like not connected. Impatience is a great breaker of connection. And so I invite you to think about what you love. When you have an offer you love, you're magnetic. So when you have a book you love, artwork you created, music you created, and you love it, when you see an artist and they're sharing about their new album, are they like, my new album, and oh my gosh, and this is what it's about, let me sing you a song? I mean, you can just feel it. And when someone isn't, they're like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, go check it out. Do you see the difference even in my energy? It's no magnetism. And so what you love creates your magnetics. It pulls in the dream clients dropping in your inbox. It pulls in the events inviting you that you had no idea even knew who you were. It has the new beloved finding you. When I'm in my extra magnetic, when you're just like juicy and flowing, I always relationships like just find me, and they like, how are you? And I'm like, whoa, haven't heard from that person in a long time, because they can feel you. And so and that's the heart coherence that we practice in our community. And so number 3 is that we went over on day 1 was what you do naturally and what you're good at. What do you do naturally and you're good at? Just in your flow. It's effortless. It's easy. This creates your influence. Because when you're confident, you're insecure, you're secure, you know where you're at. How do you feel? There was a sister sharing in a mastermind I'm in, and she shared how in what she's doing right now in her sacred work, she is like doubting herself, and she's questioning herself, and she's always like in her head. But she teaches a yoga class at a studio, and she's been doing it for years, and it's always sold out. She walks in, she owns the space, and she's like, it's so different. It's like I'm in control, and I'm not control, but I'm so certain, I'm so confident, I'm in my power. And it's like, yeah, because you're not guessing yourself. You're not doubting yourself. You're not wondering what the yoga attendees are going to be thinking about you. You know you're great. You know you bring it. And so this is stepping into your divine feminine power, is opening up that channel. And then day 2, we activated, we asked 2 questions, and then we went into the light codes activation, but we went really deep. We went deep into, how do you give away your power? How do you give away your power? Where have you been giving away your power? And when someone asked me that question a few years ago, it was just like, oof, I could feel it. And so, beloveds, as we open this next level and step into and reclaim our sacred power, is, what is your divine feminine power mean to you? What does it look like to you? Please post in the comments. I'm going to be checking the comments for, I would love to see what you are. Oh, Star Shakti, welcome, sister, bringing the light from sunny LA. Yeah, connection, Nisha, authentic people, heart connections, light me up. Yeah, and so to step into your sacred power, in day 2, we ask the question, what is one thing that you could embody more, and you could, a way of being that you could reclaim and step into your power in a fuller way? So think about it and feel into that question. And if you have your journal, you can write it. You can also re-listen to this and has it as a journal prompt if you're hearing this for the first time. So what is one thing or way of being that you could embody more to be able to reclaim your power in your life? What is one area you've been giving away your power, and that you could change that and step into your power by reclaiming this? And then our question 2 was, then when you do that way of being or that one thing, and you reclaim your power, what can you activate and create in your life? What can you activate and create in your life? And so from opening this and stepping into this to reclaim your power, who would I be if I wasn't measuring myself against others? Who would I be if I didn't want to make sure it's okay that I'm allowed to be who I am? Who would I be if I wasn't afraid of being an outsider or an outcast? And who would I be if I didn't put others' opinions before mine? And I'm asking those questions because it's a law. As being a woman, we are always like second guessing ourselves, aren't we? How many of you would like to step into your sacred power and your divine essence? How many of you, like, raise your hands? Yeah. But how many of us are looking on the external for validation, or for, will they like me? Or, I'm so nervous, I'm public speaking. Oh my gosh, I can't get over my nervous, my stage fright. Well, stage fright, you know what that is it's that you feel like you're taking because you so badly want to be liked, and you want the audience to like you and your speech to be good, that so they'll, clap, and you'll forget about yourself and everything. It's from the outside. If you go onto the stage, like, I'm going to give, like it's the Oprah show and she gave the cars away. I'm just going to give everyone a car today. And how do you feel? Totally different. There's no stage fright because you're giving. So it's like the giving and the taking. So when you step into your power, you're giving and reclaiming your power. It's not about getting outside validation. That's external. That's the old paradigm. The new paradigm is self-led, self-knowing, magnetic, poised, luscious, relaxed, effortless, surrendered, devotion. The old paradigm is convincing, pushing. How many of you feel you have to convince people? You have a new offer or a new course or a new program or a new book or a new idea, and you feel like you have to convince, like, I better get some sales and convince people. Where does that come from? Because we don't believe in ourselves. We have to convince others. What if you just came from this place of, like, my offer is amazing. I am lit up. I love it. I am going to change the world. And here it is. Would you like to join me? That's the frequency. That's the new paradigm. We opened up the new solar feminine codes on Saturday. And this is the Royal Feminine Codes, is the next level of the divine feminine. It's a new golden paradigm. We literally birthed a new paradigm. Sisters were sharing with me that they had, the night before in our day 1, opened up a golden womb space in their body. Sisters were showing me that they walked through a gateway. Other sisters were healing their unflexible spine. moving into a pink glow from an unflexible spine to a flexible spine. Sisters were transforming from being stuck and limitless, like, oh, everything is no good. And one sister, I remember, I think her cat was sharing how the world is concrete. It was just so like, you got it. And nobody helps me and everyone hurts me, to everything's working out for me. Life is great. I'm going to find a way. Like, she transformed within our masterclass day one. And so I see these transformations happening. And this is when you're stepping into your power. And so where are you possibly giving away your power, is when it's external. The new paradigm is self-led, self-sourced, self-leadership, knowing you're inspired. I'm self-inspired. I'm self-validated. I am self. So you come whole and full, and you're not reaching for others for their power. You come whole and full. It's not being jealous of someone else's success, because you have it all already. And so, sister, when you reclaim, and also, how many of you open up, like, how many of you feel like you're like unique, different, special? Like, what makes you unique? Please post in the chat. What makes you feel unique? How do I get into gallery mode? Facebook Lives. There's no gallery mode. I'm sorry, Stara. It's like it's a one-shot deal. Facebook Lives. Yeah. But that's what's so great, is that we can all be together in the group. And what's opening now with this next level is that sister, what makes you unique? What makes you unique? What's one thing that makes you unique? I think for me, it's my design. I love design. I have an aesthetic eye, and I think I'm really conscious, and I can see through things immediately, like 9/11. I'm not an architect. I know buildings don't fall down. I lived in New York. I've been in the World Trade Center. Steel beams don't crumble in the garage when they're hit at 100 floors up. They don't melt. And so, so my curiosity and my consciousness, which makes me kind of a oddball in my family. At Thanksgiving, I'm a vegan, so I'm eating a salad. I was eating raw coconut for a while, and so my family has their Thanksgiving table, and I'm there with my raw coconut, and they just like, yeah, Jennifer, yeah, she's different. They just know, and when you're unique, it's because you see things in a different way. Maybe sometimes you feel you need to be over the top or subtle. What makes you unique? The way you help others, your healing gifts, your wisdoms, your viewpoints. When you claim this uniqueness, this difference, when you just own and accept exactly where you're at, you're in your power. You're not trying to be something you're not. You're not spending $15 when you have 10, and then you're going to owe someone something. You're stepping into who you are. And this just reminds me of when I was starting out, and I was in the design field, and I'd have my portfolio, and I'd come from fashion school, and I would go in my interviews. It was summer in New York. I'm wearing a suit. I don't have the money, so I'm walking to my interviews with my portfolio, and it has like plastic covers, and you do your sketches for each appointment that you have. And I'd be walking, and I'm sweating, and I'm walking. And you want to be exactly what they want. Like, I had an interview at Donna Karan, and so I did a line just for them, and I sketched it, and it's exactly for what they want. Oh, I have an interview at Liz Claiborne, which doesn't even exist anymore, I don't think. So it was like the biggest hiring company in New York for fashion. And so I do a line for them. I was trying to be exactly what they wanted. Didn't get hired. I think at Donna Karan, that was my dream. That's why I moved to New York. I wanted to design for Donna Karan. She was my favorite. And when I got interviewed, I got an interview. And let me just reach down for a second. Just need to plug in the computer. When I had my interview and I didn't get hired, I was young. I was probably 21. I think she was younger than me. So I got not hired by someone who's probably 19. So that felt really good. So, and I tried to be exactly what they wanted. I was not in my power. I wasn't designing like, this is me. People that are just always who they are. Like, this is my next line, and it's fantastic. And you'll love it. It's chiffon, and chiffon isn't even in right now, but it's the next thing. And you're like, how do they stay in their power? Well, how you stay in your power. And when you claim your uniqueness and you step into that, the tests and challenges stop showing up. The leaders are bridges, and bridges are built. When you see a bridge that everyone's walking over, that's easy. Everyone's already done that. Sister, you're a creator, a leader, and a visionary of the new golden age, and you're building new bridges. And you're creating them, and you've never walked over them. And that's why it's scary, because it's brand new. And in order to really hold your sacred power and to feel and embody, I'm special, I'm unique, I'm different, but not need to prove it in an I'm a leader, like I'm a trailblazer, I'm a visionary, I'm a way shower, in like that false light. If I need to prove it, if I don't really believe it, I feel others don't believe it either. And so, sister, I invite you to really claim your power, because we have just opened the new solar feminine codes. And this is the new frequency that's above it's above divine feminine. Divine feminine is powerful and sacred. And then this is the next, because it goes from carbon to crystalline to golden. And now this is the new golden paradigm, which just birthed on Saturday. And that's what we're creating from in Luminary, which is certification training that is, we begin on April 4th, the 4-4 portal. And this is what we're creating for them. And I didn't know how special and how powerful the Luminary certification leaders training is until I saw that we had to be in the lunar eclipse, open the new solar feminine codes, open the new golden paradigm, and birth it for the new golden age, for us, for you, for the planet. Because we're going to be creating from that energy. So when we create from that energy, this new frequency, your branding, your messaging, your signature program, your signature offer, your healing, your beloved, whatever you're calling in your life, you have such a big mission. You have such a big purpose. Bring it to me. Bring it into Luminary, and let's take it to the next level. You want to own a retreat center. You want to create the next level global festival, the new Burning Man that's beyond. It's bring it into Luminary and create with these new frequencies that'll set you apart. A sister said, I really want to differentiate myself. I think Zinnia was saying, are you going to do branding so we differentiate ourselves? And it's like, yes, we're going to have a branding coach coming in, and we're going to be doing messaging and branding in the new paradigm frequency. But you'll be creating from a new frequency that's just come on the planet, and this will set you apart. No one will be like in that frequency. And so you're in the frequency that, because you're the creator and the way shower of the new golden age. And this is the new paradigm frequency that's going to be igniting your sacred work, your offerings, your abundance, your relationships, your wealth, your body. You'll be running this energy in our modules. And so, beloved, as I open this and as we step into this sacred power, just feel this in your body. I invite you to close your eyes and just feel your sacred divine power as you're stepping into what's something that you're just really like, this is it for me. If I was doing this, so look forward a year from now and look back at this year, no matter when you're watching this. And what is the one thing that you just know, if that came in, you are standing in your power, you are owning your power, and you are owning who you truly are. Just take a breath into that and just visualize that and just feel it in your body. What do you hear? What do you feel? And what do you see? Because we're going to be stepping into our queen leader archetype. And so I invite you now, I'm going to open some music and pretty sure you can hear me over this. I'll check the Facebook group to just make sure that I am audible, because we did an activation. So if someone could post in the comments that, I'm going to just check my phone, and just maybe Rachel or someone. Oh, Jamie sharing, I used to be that way. Life was hard in me, and I'm trying to break free of that. Yeah. Rachel, Andrew, I burst into song like it's a musical frequency. Frequently, they are always channeled. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Okay, sisters. So I invite you to put your feet on the floor. I invite you to even stand. We're gonna do some movement. And I invite you, if you love to dance, I would be standing if I wasn't sitting. Because when you sit, you cut off half your energy because you're like this. So if you stand, you're a full channel like the Ankh. So I invite you to have both feet on the ground and to be standing. Take a breath and start to feel into your body, because we're going to be moving into our Queen Leader, not just claiming our divine feminine power, but becoming the Queen Leader that you always are, that you know you're meant to be. So I invite you to deeply inhale and deeply exhale, because the longer you exhale, the more relaxed, the more connected and embodied you become. And so close your eyes so you feel safe to do so. So you can just imagine with me standing, maybe start swaying, moving your hips, opening that hip flexor. I call it the junk drawer of our bodies, because as women, we just shove everything right down into our abdomen. And so this inner archetype, your Queen Leader, where is she in your body? Where is that frequency? Is it in your crown chakra, your throat, your shoulders? And then put your hands gently on that location of where your Queen Leader is in your body. And create a connection and breathe into your hands. Your hands are like amplifiers of frequency. And so breathing into this frequency, where is she in your body? Where is she located? And what does she feel like? And just tune into your archetype, your Queen Leader. And what is she saying? What does she sound like? What is she saying to you? You could say hi, connect with her. As you move your body, opening up the frequencies, as you open up your body, you're opening up new light, new energy, letting old energies go, new energies come in. I invite you to tune in to what is she saying to you. Is there a shape or a color? Is there a texture? Is there a feeling? What do you hear? What do you see? What do you feel? Do you feel the heat of your hands against your skin? Do you feel the softness? Or do you feel nothing? Numbness. Numbness is a feeling. Maybe your Queen Leader has been forgotten. Maybe she has been so buried under years of life, years of not listening to her. But we're going to invite her out today. Your power, your sacred frequency. I just got chills, so that's a big yes in my body. Because if we're going to lead the new golden age and we're going to open the new earth consistently and effortlessly for the generations to come, it's time we step into our Queen Leader. You know, if there's any beloveds here, brothers, you're stepping into your king. Because every queen needs a king, and every king needs a queen. And so in divine sacred union, so beloved, as we're opening up, I invite you to make a sound. We're going to sound because this relaxes the vagal nerve, keeps the frequency open, and sources and resources your nervous system. And so I invite you, and it opens up this, and it creates a memory, kind of like a memory photo when you make sound. And so beloveds, take a breath as you're moving and make a sound of what your Queen Leader sounds like from this space, from this location. What does your Queen Leader sound like? What is she opening up to? You're broken down and tired. What does she feel like? And what does she sound like? Because as you start to increase your movement a little, maybe moving your arms, your hips, making sounds. What does she sound like? Let it out. Does she want to claim it again? Does she want to put down her feet and stomp like a Maori sun dancer? What is your queen like? Or is she soft and spacious and wants to hold you? What is your queen leader like? Because this is your uniqueness. This is who you are. This is your archetype. This is your golden blueprint. This is your frequency of divine royal leadership. What is she? What color is she? What do you feel? What does she sound like? Mine has like a roar today. And so feel into her, sister. And ask her, tell her your vision, tell her your dream, and ask her to help you, to show you what questions and how questions are best. How can I step into my leadership? How can I create that sold out offering? How can I find the house I'm looking for? How can I learn that lesson that I keep having to shows up in my life that I'm no longer a yes to? What is that for you? We were talking about it earlier today, your holy yeses and your holy no's. What's your holy yes in your life? What's your holy no's? And then these are your values. This is what your queen is leading by and gritting by and sharing and communicating and holding space for her community, for her people, for her land, her sacred land. And so step into her, move with her. And what is she sharing with you? When you asked her for her help, what does she share with you? What is her answer? Just tune in. How can you work within your body with her, with your queen in a deeper way? How can that queen consciousness, that queen frequency of this solar new golden paradigm that we have just opened and birthed, how is this queen going to lead? How can you bring her out and blossom and step into your queen leader, your royal lineage, your crown, your coronation? Just begin moving with her and feeling her, sister. Feel your queen leader. I can feel the energy opening up, this golden circle of light, opening. Ashkaminikan, ashkaminikan. As we open up this frequency within you, we open it up within the planet, we open it up within humanity. The new human kind of light is birthing this new golden paradigm, and their sisters praying and asking their guides and angels, I need this help. I need this next answer to what I'm doing in my life. And you are the one that offers that, sister. They've been praying and calling you in, and they need to find you, and they can feel you when you stand in your presence. They will just, Spirit will guide them to you because you're showing you're ready to lead. You're ready to step into your power. You're ready to step into that frequency of the new golden age and this new paradigm that is birthing within you. And you're able to tap into the energetics, and it will upgrade everything you do, from your relationships to your love life, to your sensuality, to your work, your sacred vision, your spirituality, your connection, your higher intuition. And just feel into your queen leader. As I invite you to slowly now come back into our sacred space. And just hold that space of your queen leader and come back into the sacred place. And just feel you've just embodied your queen leader. You've just connected with her. You've just opened up that gateway again. And maybe this is always what you do, or maybe this is never what you've done, and you're somewhere in between. Because this is the next level opening, is this royal frequency of leadership. And this is what we are sharing in Luminary. And so I invite you to come back. And if there's anyone would like to share in the chat, I'm going to check. It's just easier to check on I have it both on my laptop and my I'm going to check here. And my phone is just so much easier. Isn't that just the truth? The phone is just so much easier. I'll just check here. And yeah, please post. I'm going to just turn the sound down. Yeah, and just post in the chat where you are, what came through from your queen leader. What is opening within you? What did you witness? What did you experience from tapping into her and opening into her and connecting with her and bringing her to life again within you? Because you can revisit her anytime you need help, you need direction, you need royal guidance. She's within you always. You just tap into that, hold that location, that space in your body, in your divine feminine frequency that you hold within you. And and Stara, ADHD brain here. Could someone list the 3 things again? Well, the 3 pillars of the divine feminine are your body, your feelings, and your sensuality. And the 3, magnetism, radiance, and influence, was from day 1 as well. So those are the 3 things we talked about. So I hope that helps, sister. And so, beloveds, I invite you to just share in the comments. I'm going to keep watching the comments. And as we move into this queen leader, if you're going to step into your queen leader, if we're going to open this on the planet, then we need to step into that frequency together. And I want to introduce you, if you haven't been with us, I want to introduce you to Luminary. And if you have been with us, you might see something that you'll see for the first time. And I invite you to join us. We're opening applications opened this weekend to join us for Luminary, the new divine feminine leaders for the new golden age. This is the priestess oracle creatrix leader, the multidimensional new leader for the new golden age certification training. We open on the 4/4 portal, April 4th, and we end on the 999 portal this year in Bali on the 9 year. And become a certified new divine feminine leader for the new golden age, the new multidimensional divine feminine priestess, oracle, creatrix, and leader. And you'll receive a certificate upon completion for your wall that you can frame and become certified and initiate and activate others. You'll have codes, you'll have frequencies, you'll have practices, you'll have sacred rituals, you'll have new modalities to then initiate and activate others as a certified divine feminine leader. Everything in the course, the sacred divine source process that you can also get a certification in. So you can have 2 certifications coming out of this. It's a 5-month certification training, and this will allow you to activate and initiate others, increasing your abundance, your wealth, and growing your authority. So imagine your life, what your life would be like if you embodied total certainty, sister, clarity, and overflowing abundance on your path, lived your sacred calling by doing what you love, no more compromise, no more walking over your holy nose, but honoring them by doing what you love, because this is what lights you up and this is what people love about you. You unlocked your magnetic power and become a sought after with just your presence. You so believed in yourself and took the big steps to become who you are here to be, no longer procrastinating, no longer putting it off, no longer the I can't do it. But what if you were able to take those big steps and lead with your heart to serve humanity's awakening in a bigger way? Created your next level signature course or event that not only sells out, but waitless. Activated the highest, best version of you. Fully awakened your next level soul codes, gifts, and masteries. Magnetized and influenced your dream audience. Evolved and scaled your spiritual business, sacred work, and mission in this new paradigm frequency. 100% lived your vision, soul mission, and divine purpose. No longer only 50, 60, 90, 95%, but 100%. You're so aligned. You're so lit up. Shared your soul vision and really changed the world. Led and impacted the new earth in a much bigger way. Awakened the new divine feminine frequency energetics and empowered others. Walked together with excited, inspired, like-minded new earth creatrixes and warrioresses. Just think, what would your life be like? Receive the 4 pillars of the multidimensional new activated divine feminine leader. These are our 4 modules. Pillar 1, module 1 is the embodied creatrix. We're going to be deepening into our bodies, creating that foundation. And we have beautiful, powerful guest mastery presenters that will be with us. And you will be creating this foundation to lead you so you're unshakable, untriggerable, uneffable, because you'll have this divine feminine frequency embodied foundation. This is the foundation. Like any home, you need a really strong foundation, and this is what we're building in the embodied creatrix. Your body are your codes. Your body is your feminine frequency, and this is what we start with. Then we go into pillar 2, priestess. Priestess is the conduit of this, of the divine. She's the holder of the codes in every civilization. Like I share in Crete, the priestess was the highest voice in the land above the king and queen. It was the divine feminine. Everyone knew the royal lineage was the spiritual frequency of the divine feminine lineage of the creatrix. And this is the priestess is the conduit of that. And you'll be receiving 20 of my priestess ceremony, light activation ceremonies, and you'll be receiving these practices in a PDF. We'll have manuals and written manuals, living manuals for each of these modules. And then we move into pillar 3, oracle. And this is the prophetess, the seer, the visionary, the oracular gifts. This is you stepping into your intuition, into your divine feminine wisdoms in a higher way, working with your guides and mentors in a new way, receiving new guides and mentors. Many sisters upgrade and receive a new level of their guides and mentors in this training. And this is also activating your light language. We'll have a light language activation as well. So you are fully stepping into this visionary that you are, and you are being sourced and you are resourced with the tools and the practices and the connection to take you to your next level. And then pillar 4 is leader. And this is the new paradigm of leadership. And we'll be creating your signature event or course or program, and with messaging, and we'll have business coaching. And this one thing I'm really good at is business, and not just myself, but I'm going to be bringing in a next level branding coach as well. So you'll have access to the people I go to, and I pay. My last training, like with Lisa Nichols, was $12,000. And so I'm going to the best of the best. So if I tell you about, like, we're going to be crafting your story, because you have to have about 3 stories that will illuminate and will really, people learn through stories. And so I learned from Lisa Nichols. She's like one of the best in the world. And so I bring you from the best, and so that you get only the best. And so your messaging, your story, your branding, and leadership pillars of facilitating, and what is a leader for the new golden age. It's a whole different way of leading. It's horizontal leadership. And so we'll be going through that. And then why does this work? Because we have a proven Trinity system. Why do I have the results in our community that we do? And sisters are transforming, and they change before my eyes, and their feeds are different. They're sharing, they're stepping into their power. They're offering their gifts from resenting, like Jen in our community. She came into all our Zooms, and I'd see her at the top when I was in Bali and I was starting out in my first couple of years. And she was always there, but cap on, hoodie on, no talking, no sharing. And then she transformed, and she lit up. And she changed over a course of 6 to 9 months. I started seeing on my feed. And now she's in, graphics and poses and white suits, and she's sharing her sacred work. She is doing her incredible gifts, and she has waitlist, and she's living a life she didn't even know existed when we met. And now that's her reality. And this is what I see, because when you're a high activated container of light, your codes, your light codes, move into this to meet it, and they move into your higher level, and you upgrade. And so this is what we do in the Trinity system, is we have mastery tools and teachings, the code activations. You'll get a one-on-one session with me, which is worth $325, just that session, and coaching support and deep community. We have Q&A group coaching in our Facebook community group that we'll have just for the course. And you will have alumni coming in, sharing their wisdoms. I'll be coming in, and this is not when the training ends. It's like, see you later. Nice to have known you. We walk together. We're going to be going to Bali together. Some of the sisters will choose to join us in the Bali Priestess Pilgrimage. And that's where, and then we walk together. Sisters make the most incredible friendships. Lauren, who was in our testimonials on day 2, her video, she met a beautiful sister, Deborah, in our training, and they're like the best of friends. And they sent me a photo from Sedona that they're together having tea and like connecting. And I just love it because you'll have collaborations. If you're doing offerings right now and you have an active priestess and coaching healing business, you'll find collaborations in these sisters. This is where you find your next level clients, your next level collaborations, and lifelong friends. This is your soul family. So receive the new golden paradigm feminine leadership codes of New Earth and become the radiant, influential woman and leader you know you're meant to be. And becoming a certified divine feminine leader, you'll grow your authority. You'll be a sought after guide and coach. You'll offer next level higher ticket offerings because of the frequencies and the upgrades that you're receiving. And this frequency that we're going to be creating from sets you apart. You'll be creating from this new feminine frequency of the new golden paradigm that we just birthed. And so this is the new frequency you're creating everything from. It wasn't on the planet before Saturday. And so now it is. And so you'll be able to lead, activate, initiate others within this new frequency. And they will feel the difference. And this will set you apart. This is like a game changer. This frequency will set you apart from the rest. Initiate and activate others. Create overflowing abundance. When you're like nobody else, you can charge more, you can offer more, you get paid more, and you step into that wealth codes that you deserve. And you also receive have my exact template for my high 5-figure launch. And you'll receive new paradigm business branding and coaching and messaging, which will set you apart as well because you'll be in the new paradigm frequency. And you'll be mentored directly by source. The one thing about me is you get the strategy, you get the proven, you get the tangibles, and then you also get the light code activations that takes you to where you need to go. And you don't go home like from a big inspiring seminar and you're like, oh, I have the manual. And it's like, oh, it was more fun at the seminar. I was more inspired. Well, when you get your light codes, when you're in the high activated containers of light priestess temple and of luminary, you activate and turn on your higher level of frequency and you become it. It's the most permanent, fastest, direct way to step into your next level. And when you're and you'll be mentored by one of the goddesses, Sekhmet, Mary Magdalene, they're all mentoring us. And then on March 28th, we have a pre-course gathering where you're going to be mentored and you're going to meet who is your special goddess. And dragons also came in for us last time, and sisters. So, it's the divine realms open up for us. So you're also mentored by the higher ascended masters and goddesses too, because of my relationships and my ability to channel them in for you and for you to channel them yourself because you're powerful as well. We actually do it together, but we have this frequency that is divine. And we have luminary mastery presenters. Alasia Sunstar, she's my womb coach, and she's amazing. I have our live posted in the dashboard of Activate Your Divine Feminine Power. If you haven't seen our live, where she talks about the womb and her journey and what it is, the new frequencies coming, where your womb consciousness is the creatrix center of everything you're building. And she'll be coming in our Oracle module and sharing. And then Sophia Sundari, she has a gigantic international following, and she's coming in our embodied creatrix module talking about, and she'll be sharing her codes about the devoted divine feminine tantrika and the embodied goddess and the embodied leader. And so you don't want to miss that. And there are only 9 spaces remaining now in the 2025 Leader Certification Training. So don't wait. Claim your seat within the sacred circle, sister. And I invite you, we have some deadlines and some bonuses. So register by March 21st by midnight Pacific time to receive. We have the bonus is the pre-course leaders council, where you're going to meet your ascended master goddess. And that's on March 28th. So you need to register by March 21st. You apply. So we have applications, and you'll go to, so you'll see in the post above, the caption above this live is the link for the sales page, and you can go, and that's where the application link is, and just click on apply. So you'll apply first, you'll get that in, and then Layla, my assistant, she's at assistant@lightpriestesstemple.com if you want to reach out to her, and then she'll send you And then she'll send you the information you need for registering. And you want to register by midnight, March 21st. We have one sister who has all of her funds lined up, and she's like, I'm going to register in the morning of equinox. So I'm at 0 point. And because that's our crowd. We're like, it's all frequency. So, and what if you could play a bigger sacred leadership role in humanity's awakening? Invest in your growth, expansion, and trust your intuition. I hear sisters who are saying, and Balkis shared this in her testimonial on day 1 of our course, and she said, I've done 20 courses and never saw a change. And only when I came to the Divine Feminine leadership training with Jennifer did I change. And I healed and I broke through. And I am now, she launched her womb healing business in the Middle East. So you can imagine what she was up against. And so, sister, I know I've done trainings. I've spent money. I've put my money down on trainings. And then how many of you have opened up and paid for a training and never even went? Or a gym membership and never even stepped in the gym? And then you don't have that trust in yourself. So I'm going to join this training. And do I trust myself? Am I yes? Do I feel called? I want to step into this. I feel it. But do I trust myself? Well, just know you're stepping into a container with incredible support and with proven results. And so you're not learning from someone who hopes to make 6 figures or 7 figures. I've already done it. And I've also created community across the world. And I've also had sisters transform and change and living the life that they are called to live only because they sat just like you in a training or an activation, not knowing, wondering if this is going to work for me. I feel called, but I'm not sure. And their life changes. And so what if today is the day where that's your story? And so we also end with an incredible 999 portal of 2025. This is your coronation. You'll be crowned as a new Divine Feminine leader. And in the new Divine Feminine Leader ceremony, this will be live from Bali. You can join us online, or you can join us in the separate priestess pilgrimage. The 99 portal, New Eden Rising, will be in Bali for 7 days, grading the new earth codes into the water temples of Lemuria. And that's on the webpage as well. So, sister, join us in the new Divine Feminine Leaders of the New Golden Age. Register today. Register before Friday so you can claim your seat. We only have 9 spaces left. And what they're saying about the training is tomorrow of High Vibe TV, the program has been a deepening and a transformative journey that has changed me forever. I've rediscovered a part of myself that I had long forgotten. The membering and the healing that I can now fully embrace and integrate. This has not only assisted me on my personal journey, but also professionally in my business. Jennifer's leadership has helped me go to the next level, which in turn helped me guide my clients to the next level. In a matter of weeks, I've had personal exponential growth and my clients going deeper than I thought possible. The course is truly a life changer, and Jennifer is a true light leader. Thank you, sister. And throughout my self-mastery path, J. Carroll and Energy Healer shares, I have never experienced the most energetic upgrade from day 1 to assist myself on this journey into the new earth, which is exactly what the course magical experience has done for all who choose to become a leader of light. Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing these new earth teachings, codes to all on this journey who stand in their own true power. And Janine Taylor, embodied alchemist, shared from our trainings. I was at a crossroads when I came in the training, wanting to hide away from my calling. How many of you, me included, have done that? This deepened my faith and commitment, offering support in a community of others who are leading the new age forward. And she asked herself, what is the upgrade I received by joining the course? Deepening of my commitment to my priestess path as a leader and way shower, an embodiment of the goddess and an alchemist. And so, beloved, I invite you to join us. Our early VIP pricing ends March 28th at midnight Pacific time. And so you are getting the better price right now. It's a lower price. It's for the pay in full. It's $299.7 US. And that'll be going up to $35.97 on 12:01 a.m. on March 29th. And the early VIP pay 4 monthly payments is $847 a month, US dollars. And so it's 4 easy payments, and that will go up to $997. And so join now, sister. Take your seat within the sacred circle and ask yourself, just tune in. Am I a yes? Do I feel called? Do I want to step into my higher version of myself as a new earth leader and visionary that I know I'm meant to be? And what is your answer? Because you're going to be in a next level wisdoms, codes, activations, practices, modalities. You'll be receiving the divine source process, which is a separate certification that I'll be sharing with you, and you'll be experiencing the Ma'at ceremony of ancient Egypt at the highest times of Earth's cycle, that you'll be able to clear and release your clients' emotional blocks and belief system and limiting beliefs. And this is a certification that you can also get, and you can add to your tool belt, and you can, your toolkit, and you can offer and create more abundance on your path and in your sacred business and your sacred work. And also my 20 practices and ceremonies that you'll be getting PDFs for. Plus, you'll also be getting new branding, paradigm branding and messaging, and building your story and refining your story. I'm still refining my story. You never stop refining your story. But when you get the one that you use, you can keep using it, and then you tweak it for different communities and different markets. And we'll show you how to do that. And so, beloved, unlock your sacred divine feminine power and become the new multidimensional leader for the new golden age. I invite you to take out your phone and do a screenshot. This is the QR code, takes you right to the sales page and the Luminary website. And you can click apply and fill out your application, get your applications in, because it takes us time. We read them, we read all of them. And then we send you the information to register. So you need to be registered by midnight, March 21st, to get into our pre-course training. So you will be matched and you will meet your goddess, ascended master, mentor for the course training. So take that image now and join us. And beloved luminary, the new divine feminine leader for the new golden age. And these are our beloved sisters from Hawaii. When we didn't do this training last year, but this is from 2023. And these are many of the sisters who were in the cohort and with their crowns on our coronation day. And this could be you. This could be you with your crown. Receive your crown, sister. And what if today is a day you break free from it all, and you drop those shackles? And what if today is a day you claim your sacred power, your yes, your why, and why you are here by joining Luminary? You've been calling in your next level. You've been calling in that next level course or program or guide and guidance. And you feel seen and heard today. And you know what you've been calling in, and Luminary is that answer. This is that next step for you. What if this was your life, sharing your soul gift, serving humanity, making so much wealth and abundance because you're magnetizing and you're influencing and you're so radiant because you're in the new frequency, and you step into self-trust, and you know that putting your money down and paying that sacred frequency of energy, you're supported, and you're getting the new codes, and you're getting the real deal, not something that you're just going to put on the shelf with all the other courses or books. But this is not just a course. This is a new paradigm frequency activation for the new frequency and the new codes on Earth. And just ask yourself, sister, am I a yes? Do I feel called? Do I want to step into my highest version of myself for the new Earth? Because if you want to step in that new version, you need to increase your capacity. And this is what, if you want to have something in your life that's not been there, you're like, well, how do I do it? We need to increase your capacity. So what's been holding you back, maybe it's like a boulder, well, we'll expand you and make you bigger and open you. And then that boulder becomes a pebble, and you just like rolls off into the ethers. And so, beloved, step into Luminary, step into this next level, and open the new codes within you. And I can't wait to see you in Luminary, beloveds. And so I'd love for if anyone wants to share in the chat about stepping in Luminary, we have sisters that have been already joining. We had a few sisters that joined before we even had our website, and they were just a yes because they've been walking with me. And so, beloved, I invite you. This is a soul call. This is calling the sisters and the priestesses and the wayshowers and the visionaries, carrying the golden lineage, carrying that frequency that just you feel it and you just go for it. And I've done everything in my life by my intuition. I walked away from my 7-figure business by my intuition, no facts, no evidence. I walked into nothing for 6 years. There was no like beautiful golden parachute I was jumping into. I was jumping off the curb into the unknown. And so, beloveds, I left everything I knew behind and jumped off into the unknown. And here I am. It's been a journey. And beloved, what's the cost of inaction? For saying no, or like, God, it sounds great, but I don't know. I never seem to be able to like make those things work. But what if this one breaks the mold like Balkis? She did 20 courses and then she worked with me and it broke through and she's changed and she's launched her business and she's a womb healer now, which was her dream. And what if that could be you with your dream? And so, beloveds, I invite you to step into your queen leader. And what would your queen leader be saying to you now with this offer in front of you? Because I'm calling in the women who want to say yes to their power, to their radiance, to their magnetic frequency, and open the new golden age on earth. Because I'm here to activate 1,000 new divine feminine leaders and to open this new golden age and to create a new frequency and a new way of being that we only dreamed of, but we know we can create. And you are the one that is the birth, like the seed of that, the creatrix of that. You hold the codes to this new earth opening. And by us coming together, we'll create such a tapestry of co-creation, light, radiance, and abundance that your life will actually not be the same. And I know that for sure. And so I send you blessings, beloveds, as we close out our grand finale. With a breath, and just hold your heart. And I thank you for your time. I thank you for your presence. And with what you activated today and what you opened with your queen leader, what will you do with that? And how will you show up and lead this new golden earth? If you're a yes to Luminary, go up to the captions and click on join here now and apply. You can also book a clarity call. I'm doing this only for us, for our group and for our community. And book a 15-minute clarity call if you would like more information. We have a couple openings. We just added some for Wednesday and Thursday. And book your clarity call so you can get your information before the deadline on Friday. And sisters, step into the next level. Book your clarity call, apply, and walk with me in Luminary. And I can't wait to see you there and to witness your next level opening and activating as a new divine feminine leader for the new golden age. Much love. And I will see you in Luminary. Thank you for your time and blessings. And remember to live your highest destiny.